Okay, I'm going to do a video and I'm going to talk and move. It's not going to last longer than 20 minutes. I've got a timer and you're not going to pay anything. You're not even going to donate money. You may donate something else. This is video's going to be called My 24-Hour Project to Change the World. And it's not really complicated. I'm making masks. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name's Elizabeth. Everyone calls me Liz. So the idea is that I am making these masks, and they are going to be gifts. Everything is recycled, or as my 18-year-old just told me, it's not recycled, Mom. It's upcycled when you take something from one thing and make it into. So most of them are old scrub tops. Sometimes I'm using tablecloths, curtains, twine from camping. I made my own ties. Right now I'm cutting open an aluminum candle holder that my little 8-hour candles come in. Very sharp, so be very careful. You can cut it and actually get 4 small pieces, but I'm starting to go with just 2 pieces because the thinner ones weren't quite enough. And my sewing machine can sew through them. I don't know if all can because mine is heavy duty. So the idea is I have been in the last 25 years always working in a hospital. And I can't right now because I'm recovering from surgery, and I had some complications not related to the surgery, thank goodness. Well, indirectly, I guess. Anyway, I'm recovering. It's been 6 months, still moving a little slow, but doing much better in the last month. So the idea is that I really miss being in the hospital. I love my job with the passion. I especially like helping people breathe. It's not a trivial thing. And, you know, one of the issues at hand is that, you know, medical staff, hospital personnel, first responders are running short on masks and isolation equipment, from what I understand. I am not in the hospital, so I don't know firsthand. I just hear from my friends. Anyway, what am I doing? Oh, I got my thread out of whack. I got messed up once I put my glasses on and I could see. Anyway, so the idea is to make masks for the community. It's not that the hospital workers are more important. Honestly, nobody is more important than the other, even though those of us who are parents would argue different. It's because our hospital workers, everyone who walks through the doors of a hospital every day to do their job, whether it be healthcare, lab, x-ray, environmental services, engineering, IT support, clerical, filing, gardening, whatever it is, they're the ones who are at the greatest risk. And we got to protect each other. You know? The thing is, that didn't work. What did I do wrong? The thing is that nobody wants to be sick. But man, think of these people who all their life have given their lives to helping and healing. The doctors who are there for day on end and day on end. They finally go home after several days. They don't want to take any bugs home to their children. My goodness. Nobody does. Our poor post office service, Amazon, UPS, the garbage man. The other day, the garbage man came and I was telling him, come back, I got masks for you. So the idea is I don't want money and I don't want financial donations, nothing. It's all about recycle. It's teaching our kids to use what we have. Okay? So I made the ties out of material. I used twine. I just found some of these pipe cleaners I'm going to use for the bridge of the nose. If somebody, only those who know where I live and are my friends and stuff, have material, elastic especially, because I made a really good one with elastic. So, this is the most important thing. These are not hospital grade. These are not hospital grade. They are not N95s. They're basic design, just like a surgical mask. And they have 2 layers of material. I purposely tried to use different types of material. I crisscrossed them so there's more area to knock out germs, surface area hopefully. And they're 100% cotton. And the mask part is. The ties might not be. Those are polyester. Because I just took material and sewed it to strengthen it. Not hospital. So this is where the lay people, my neighbors, my friends, I telling the mailman, I told the UPS guy, the Amazon guy. The idea is the mask sits on your face and it might protect you a little bit from the obvious stuff. But what it does is it serves as a reminder to not touch your mouth, your nose, and your eyes, to keep your hands away from your face. Those of us who use masks for years, we're used to it. It'll be a hard adjustment. But it serves as a reminder. 100% cotton, so that means that you can throw them in the washing machine. All of my supplies have been washed in the scalding hot water as my water heater can produce. I have been home since October, 6 months. I've only left 8 times. I've been now healthy as an ox for over a month. I was having breathing complications, but not related to being sick. It was related to a big fat tongue. We got that under control. So, the point is, all I ask is that you carry the message that we need to take care of one another. We need to look out for each other. We need to accept the fact that we are our brother's keepers. And our brother includes the planet, you know? It includes men and women. It includes people of different religions, different continents, different dress. Just because they vote different or love different, it doesn't mean that we're not supposed to look out for them. You know, I figured, I named this project 24 Hours to Change the World because my idea is, I wonder if I could have one idea and do something, set it on fire. I worked for 24 hours on this and learn how to make a video. I've never done anything like this. Talk to strangers, be pushy, and maybe I'll make a difference, like a pebble in a pond. I don't know. My 18-year-old thinks I'm ridiculous. But he didn't say ridiculous. I said, Frankie, if 100 people, and he's like, no, Mom, you need to calm down. But you know what? My parents, thank God, are still with us. It's so hard on all of us kids to not see them and hug them and kiss them. Everybody's trying to be quarantined. People who are being sensible are, you know? It's hard. Times are hard. It's going to be hard. What better way to teach our children but to set an example? If you don't have a sewing machine, maybe you can order one from the sewing shop. Maybe they deliver. Maybe you can teach the kids how to make masks to give to the people. There's a veterans hospital right here where the elderly are still having to go in for appointments. We're going to make them and take them and pass them out over there. As a reminder, it's not the best barrier, but it's something's better than nothing. My son has been working nonstop. He's been cutting. I only cut one to show you. He cut 100 of those. He cut 100 of those old candle holders. They were all still there. I use 8 candles a day, and he was able to use them. Cut them for me. They're very sharp though. And then the very bottom of it I use for the little baby masks. And it's like, oh yeah, right. No one's gonna take their baby out. What if there's an emergency dental? What if they have to take them to the ER? What are they gonna wear till they get to the emergency room? You know, my parents used to tell the story about about when they did a fundraiser for Cesar Chavez when he marched from the farming community in our Central California Valley. 300 miles they marched all the way up to Sacramento, and they made a difference. They made a change. And he learned nonviolence through the African American civil rights movement, Cesar Chavez, and that's how they did it. But my parents were part of the Richmond, the local Lucille that did the fundraising for their raincoats that they wore. It was in the winter that they did this 300-mile march to Sacramento. I guess maybe it was from Los Angeles if it was 300 miles. But either way, the point is, sometimes we have to step up. Sometimes we have to feel the fear and we have to do it anyway. We have to bite the bullet. I may sound silly. I may be rambling. Oh, trust me, you have no idea. I can ramble. This is calm and cool. Sometimes we need to be soft-spoken, humble, be students, be attentive. But sometimes we have to be warriors. We have to fight for our planet, you know? We have to try to educate ourselves about greenhouse emission and speaking up and working with people and helping each other and taking care of people and stopping atrocities. Anyway, I won't keep rambling on about that. But my thing is just pass out the masks. I'll keep making them. There's a reason why I can only do a 20-minute video, which I'll tell you at the end. But my thing is, this is artificial sinew, I think it's called. I didn't have elastic and all the other stuff that were needed. So I had just ordered not too long ago that I was learning how to do Native American beading, and they use this. And, what was I going to tell you? Anyway, the point of this whole thing is I'm not buying anything. It's all recycle. And if anybody gives me something of the people I know. Sorry, I'm not giving out my address. I know what that could lead to. What else? Oh, if someone nearby, one of my friends, their kids want to cut the material, I'll sew it up. I'm going to mail it off to people too. That's why I gave my email address. I can't mail 1,000 of them, but as long as I have supplies, I will keep mailing them out. It might be where I have to, do a pickup zone or something. I don't know. The idea is, it's simple and we can spread it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, these things are full of so many craziness. My lovely sister-in-law, Bonnie, would just wring my neck if she saw the work I was doing. But there's always a lesson in everything. And the lesson is, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. It's quick. It will get the job done. And it's a catalyst to spread the word. Okay? That's all it is. I'm using this opportunity, 20 minutes. I only have 6 more to go to spread the word. Okay. So. I made them for babies and mommies and daddies because we all know, if you've ever had children or grandchildren or nieces or nephews, we all know that kids will do what they see their parents do, okay? So, kids get the first priority and the parents get the cute prints. All you men, friends of mine who are going to get these masks and share them with your kids and their friends and their families, which is why I'm doing it, is, what was I going to say? Like this one I made with the elephants for the big guy at work, my friend of 18 years. It's green with elephants, but the inside's got flowers in pink. But it's so soft, I don't want to touch it. Everything is clean, clean, clean. My son did all this braiding for me, but I am going to trim it. He's going to be mad. He worked hard on this. He's been so good helping me. My sons are so patient with me. Anyway, okay, I'm running out of time. So, the main important thing is, you see all these little pictures I had my son look up. I says, give me like the top 10 religions, you know? What does everybody call God? Different things. And he gave me pictures, he gave me symbols, he gave me names. The Damari up there on top looks like a body laying down. It's a mountain. Those are the native Aborigines of Australia, their religion. Aqua from the islands, the Pacific Islanders, that means they have like 4 gods, and the other word means their ancestors. Did you know 90% of the world worship ancestors? 10% don't. That means we have more in common with the rest of the world than we probably don't have in common. You know? Anyway, I just wanted to share. I have my own website, and I could be promoting a business, but that's not what this is about. This is about us learning to take care of our brothers and sisters, no matter how they vote, how they look, who they love, the color of their skin, the language they speak. You know, I had surgery. The reason I can only do this for 20 minutes is I do something for 20 minutes and I have to rest for over an hour. Then I have to change positions and rest for another hour because now that side's numb. My whole left side and my lower half of my body right now is tingly and numb. But I'm so jazzed about this because I feel like I'm doing something, okay? It's silly maybe to some. I rambled maybe to others. Turn it off. Don't listen. We all have a choice. People knock the internet. They knock, what is that when the kids text? Social media, the computers, Netflix, and what garbage on TV. You know what? There is a lot of good. You can educate yourself. You can learn about GMOs, large ranches and farms versus small communities. I used to buy my cows that I ate from Orvis Ranch. I watch them on Facebook and my cows are out there eating on their beautiful green rolling hills versus big cattle ranches that are burning down the Amazon. There's a lot of heroes in my life, a lot of good people. Oprah Winfrey, woman of color, made a difference, huge difference. Grew up watching her, okay? Ellen DeGeneres for the LGBT community, way to rock it. Ashton Kutcher, my hero. That's my biggest issue, is the sexual human trafficking, really. But my biggest hero right now, other than my parents, of course, my biggest hero is a young girl, young lady named Greta. She takes the cake. Good for her. New frontier right there. I researched my ancestors back to 1502. When I read about what was going on in the days when they came to America, of course 30% of me is Native American, but the ones who came from France and from Spain and from other Mediterranean countries, North Africa, different places, you know, I think she's a frontier because she's showing people it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how rich or poor, intelligent or uneducated. It doesn't even matter if you have some special needs, like my child does. He's gifted. Many are. And I have to say, I believe she's a gifted woman, and she is my hero. That young lady is fighting for our planet, and on behalf of my future grandchildren, thank you. Hi guys, it's Liz again. I was so excited about doing my first video ever that I forgot to tell you. There's actual measurements. I don't use measurements, so that's why I didn't think about it. But like for a baby, you could do like 4 inches by 5 inches for a baby. And like 5 inches by 6 inches for a little younger kid. Like maybe Truett's age. And then maybe for an adult, I've been using something around 7 to 6 inches. And then, don't laugh, for the beard, I made them special for the beard because I have a lot of friends. Is preferably if anyone has elastic to share, these are really good when I make them with the elastic. This one I cut a big fat one just to show as an example. The other thing is how to put on masks. Those of us who work in a hospital assume everybody knows how, but they really don't. You can hold it at the bottom of your chin like this, put it over your head like that, and then do your little adjustment like so. These ones with the elastic are awesome. And then you'll push this part down. Oops, my nose is big. Don't forget, they're not N95s, they're not hospital grade. They're just 2 pieces of material quickly sewn together. I do 3. I can do 3 in 20 minutes. The baby ones take a little bit longer, but anyway, that's the idea. They can be washed because they're all cotton except for the straps. The masks themselves are little piece of aluminum. And you're going to put it under your chin. You pull the strings up to the top, and this is where you want to tie it at the top of your head, okay? So this doesn't count because I tried to stay within 20 minutes. And I took a break, and I'm back, and that's it for the day. Anyway, so we're going to tie it like this. Especially if anyone has old scrubs like my friends that are retired. I can't take from strangers, but those I can trust that they're going to wash them in hot water. That's it. Everyone stay healthy, stay 6 feet apart, stay inside if you can. Save the masks for all the hospital workers, please. Thank you.